So there are scriptures people use. There are songs that are sung, saying, don't worry about it. God is in control. God's got it. Don't worry. He may not come when you want him to, but he's always on time. We got all these different sayings. They're saying, listen, don't worry. I know you're discouraged. I know you need help. Don't worry about it. God's coming. He may not come when you want to, but he's always on time. Well, listen, what happens when he don't show up? See, what happens when, that's good to say, God will show up and he'll show up on time. And, but what happens when he don't show up? See, what do you say to that person? See, that's when we go into this whole, God's ways are higher than our ways. We don't know why God didn't show up, but it's going to work together for your good. See, they'll take that. So let's get into some scriptures that people will use, to connect God with God working this thing out for you, because he's in complete control. It's going to work out for you. Well, it don't work out for everybody. Some people die believing that God was going to heal them. Some people's family and children, die. And they were believing. Some people, they go to start, okay, well, I'm gonna work. I'm gonna make sure I do the right things so that God can bless me. God, I want you to bless me. So I'm gonna put myself under the law and I'm gonna do these works. I'm gonna go to church. Okay, I'm gonna go to Bible study. I'm gonna tithe. I'm gonna give offerings. I'm gonna give a whole lot of money so that you can bless me. See, and you put yourself under the law. Deuteronomy 28 lists the blessings and the cursings that will come under you if you kept the law. But listen, the part that we miss is that you have to keep the whole law. See, once you put yourself under the law, there's no, well, my bad when I mess up. You have to keep the whole law. James 2:10 says, if you keep the whole law but offend at one point, you become guilty of it all. The reason why God sent his son is because we couldn't keep the law. So putting a person under the law, what happens to that person when they live this life and they've been taught that if I can do this and do that, God is going to bless me? What happens when he don't? What happens when you tell them to give a certain amount of money and God is going to work it out for them and he don't? Oh, well, it's going to work out for you good. See, they take Romans 8:28 and say, all things are going to work together for your good, regardless to what happens now. Now, listen, if somebody dies or you lose your job or you're homeless, you're on the street, you're hungry. Okay, God's testing you. He's trying to see if you can be faithful. Just hold on. That's not what the word says. Romans 28:8, it starts off with the word and. And we know, if you know anything about the English language, and is a conjunction. So and is linking Romans 28 to the previous passages. So if you read starting at Romans 8:26, it says that the Holy Spirit helpeth our infirmities. So the Holy Spirit in Romans 8:26, it is explaining that, first of all, you need to have a personal relationship with the Holy Spirit. And then if you do, then he's going to help you. Jesus said in John 16:7 that it's more profitable for you that I go away. If I don't go away, then the Holy Spirit will not come. But if I go away, I'm going to send him unto you. And he's going to comfort you and counsel you and all these different things. So listen, the Holy Spirit, number one, you have to have a personal relationship with the Holy Spirit. And he's going to be working with you. So that's the first thing that has to happen in order for things to just work out for your good. But let's go ahead and read Romans 8:28. It says, and we know that all things work together for the good of them. So we already found out that the Holy Spirit is working together with you. So that's number one. Then number two, for the good of them who love God. See, we say that we love God, but how many of you really love God? See, think about that point. See, do we really love God? See, if you love God, then Romans